أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وجاء إخوة يوسف فدخلوا عليه فعرفهم وهم له منكرون. ولما جهزهم بجهازهم قال ائتوني بأخ لكم من أبيكم ألا ترون أني أوفي الكيل وأنا خير المنزلين. فإن لم تأتوني به فلا كيل لكم عندي ولا تقربون. قالوا سنراود عنه أباه وإنا لفاعلون. وقال لفتيانه اجعلوا بضاعتهم في رحالهم لعلهم يعرفونها إذا انقلبوا إلى أهلهم لعلهم يرجعون. فلما رجعوا إلى أبيهم قالوا يا أبانا منع منا الكيل فارسل معنا أخانا نكتل وإنا له لحافظون. قال هل آمنكم عليه إلا كما أمنتكم على أخيه من قبل فالله خير حافظا وهو أرحم الراحمين. صدق الله العظيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. أما بعد. Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is one and alone. There is no partner to Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has great qualities in Him. And nobody has those qualities like Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. One of the qualities of Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is Mu'izz. He is the one to give izzat to people. And one of the qualities of Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is Muzil. He takes away izzat and respect from people and gives zillat and disgrace to people. وَتُعِزُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُذِلُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ. Allah gives izzat to whosoever He wants to. Allah gives zillat and disgrace, humiliation to whosoever He wants to. Tu'til mulka man tasha. He gives the kingdom to whosoever He wants to. And watanzi'ul mulka mimman tasha. And He takes away the kingdom from whosoever He wants to. In the life of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, this quality of Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala becomes very, very clear and very, very apparent. The brothers of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam put Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam in the well. Few years later, Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala makes him sit on the throne of Egypt. And the entire kingdom now is in control of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, who was in the depths of the well, from the depths of the well to the throne of Egypt. يَتَبَوَّأُ مِنْهَا حَيْثُ يَشَاءُ. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam has complete control and access of the entire kingdom. He can move wherever he wants to, and he can control whatever he wants to. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, now being in charge of the entire kingdom, for 7 years it rained very, very well. Everything was lush, and they were harvesting the crops every year. And because of the expected drought to come after 7 years, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam took personal charge of the agriculture and of the crops. And he stocked away lots of grains for the time of need and necessity. After 7 years, when the drought started, it became so severe that it affected the entire Egypt and the places around Egypt. And people used to come over to Egypt to collect grains. It is stated that the system that he had put in place was he would give the people a camel load of grains. And one camel load of grains used to be 1 wasaq. 1 wasaq is equivalent to 60 sa', and 1 sa' is 3.2 kilograms. So an entire load of camel grains used to be approximately 200 kilograms of grains. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam used to give one person a camel load of grains, and he should sell it to the people so that there could be some money that comes into the treasury. It was during this time when the drought hit Canaan, where Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam was living. So when Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam heard that the king in Egypt is a very kind person, he's a very loving and compassionate person, he takes into consideration the citizens of Egypt, and he is giving out grains to the people. And he also heard that one person will get a camel load of grains. Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam gathered his 10 children, and he told, go to Egypt and go buy some grains. And he sent all 10 of them. He did not send Binyamin, the younger son. When the brothers of Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam have come into Egypt, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam recognized them. And in his royal clothing, he approaches them. They did not recognize Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. Obviously, it was a very, very long time. At the age of 7, he was in a well. According to the narration of Abdullah ibn Abbas, it was now 40 years later that the dream that he had seen while he was a child has come to the fore and has become apparent. And over a period of time, the person's outward appearance changes. So they could not recognize Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. And where would they recognize? They thought that they have got rid of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. He is no more existing. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam recognizes them. He himself approaches them. He says to them that you all are not from Egypt. You all don't even speak the Syrian language. Where you people come from? So they said that we come from Canaan. The drought has hit us very, very badly. We heard that the king here is a very kind person, and we have come here for grains. Now, in order to ensure that they are indeed his brothers, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam then asked him more questions. He said, how I know that you people are not spies? You have come from somewhere else and you have came to extract information from here. So they took an oath in the name of Allah and said that where we speak lies, we can't speak lies. We are the sons of the Prophet of Allah, Yaqub alayhi salam. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam is becoming more and more sure that these are indeed my brothers. Then he says, okay, tell me more about your father, and tell us if your father have other children too. So the brother said that we are 10, there is another brother at home, younger brother Binyamin, and there is also another one brother. Once we were in the jungle in childhood days, he got lost. And up till today our father is grieving about that. He's telling it to none other than Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam himself. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam said, okay, I will give you all, each one of you all, 1 camel load of grains. So they requested and they said, that what about our one brother that's at home? Can't you give us another extra camel load of grains? So Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam said, no, that's against the rules and against the principle. If you all want the camel load of grains, for him, bring him along, and I will give. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam immediately told the royal courtiers that take these people as my royal guests. Kept them in their palace. He did not tell who he is, but he was very kind and very loving to them, very, very hospitable to them. He prepared the luggage for them, and he told to them that you'll go this time, the next time when you'll come, you must come with your other brother too. If you don't come with the other brother, then you won't get his share, you won't get your share too, because I know that you all are speaking lies. And you must come with him, discuss the issue with your father. In the meantime, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam prepared the luggage, and whatever capital they came with, to purchase the grain, the jewelry and the cash. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam took all that and put it inside the luggage and sent them back. The Mufassirin mentioned that Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam did this to ensure that they come back. What if they went and they did not have sufficient funds to come back? So Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam put their money back inside to give them no excuse not to come back. The brothers of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam go back home with 10 camel loads of grain. They go and tell their father about how hospitable the king was and how loving he was. And he said that in future if we want the grain, then we have to come with our younger brother too. Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam said, where am I going to trust you all? I never trusted you all with my other son, where am I going to trust you all with him? They opened their luggage and then they found that the jewelry and the cash that was supposed to be given to the king to purchase the grain, that's also been returned. So they told their father, what else do we want now? We got the grain too, we got the money too. Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam then said to his children, obviously now it was a matter of life and death. If you have no grain, you can't survive. And the only condition that they could get the grains was that Binyamin also accompanies them to Misr and to Egypt. So Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam, understanding the importance of surviving and to provide for his children food, he said, I will send my son Binyamin on condition you'll take a firm oath that nothing will happen to him and you will bring him back safely. فَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ حَافِظًا وَهُوَ أَرْحَمُ الرَّاحِمِينَ. We have reached that point in the life of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. So Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala says, وَجَاءَ إِخْوَةُ يُوسُفَ فَدَخَلُوا عَلَيْهِ فَعَرَفَهُمْ وَهُمْ لَهُ مُنْكِرُونَ. And the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam came, and they came upon him, upon Yusuf in Misr. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam recognized his brothers, and they did not recognize him. وَلَمَّا جَهَزَهُمْ بِجَهَازِهِمْ قَالَ أَتُونِي بِأَخٍ لَكُمْ مِنْ أَبِيكُمْ. And when he prepared the luggage for them to take back to Canaan, he told to them, bring your paternal brother. أَلَا تَرَوْنَ أَنِّي أُوفِي الْكَيْلِ وَأَنَا خَيْرُ الْمُنْزِلِينَ. Don't you see that I give in full measure and how hospitable I am? فَإِن لَمْ تَأْتُونِي بِهِ فَلَا قِيلَ لَكُمْ عِنْدِي وَلَا تَقْرَبُونَ. And if you all do not bring him to me, then you all will not get any measure in the future and you all must not even come to me. Not that you won't get the brother's share, you all won't even get your people's share because you will, there I know that you all are speaking lies. قَالُوا سَنُرَابِدُ عَنْهُ أَبَاهُ وَإِنَّا لَفَاعِلُونَ. The brothers of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam said that we will make our father happy. We will discuss the issue with our father and most definitely we will do what you are requesting us to do. وَقَالَ لِفِتْيَانِهِ جَعَلُوا بِضَاعَتَهُمْ فِي رِحَالِهِمْ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَعْرِفُونَهَا إِذَا انْقَلَبُوا إِلَىٰ أَهْلِهِمْ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam told to his attendants and the royal courtiers that please take capital, the money that I have come with, the jewelry and the cash, place it in the luggage so that they would recognize it when they return home and they open the luggage. And the purpose is لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ, so that they may return. فَلَمَّا رَجَعُوا إِلَىٰ أَبِيهِمْ قَالُوا يَا أَبَانَا مُنِعَ مِنَّا الْكَيْلِ فَأَرْسِلْ مَعَنَا أَخَانَا نَكْتَلْ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. When they returned to their father, Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam, the brothers told the children of Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam, said, oh our father, the grains we have been refused for grains in the future, unless and until Binyamin does not accompany us. So send with us our brother Binyamin, so that we may get grains and we will look after him. قال هل آمنكم عليه إلا كما أمنتكم على أخيه من قبل. Do you want me to trust you all on him, on Binyamin, like how I have trusted you all upon his brother before, Yusuf alayhi salam? فَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ حَافِظًا. Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is the best preserver, greatest protector, وَهُوَ أَرْحَمُ الرَّاحِمِينَ, and Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is the most merciful. وَلَمَّا فَتَحُوا مَتَاعَهُمْ وَجَدُوا بِضَاعَتُهُمْ رُدَّتْ إِلَيْهِمْ. When they went home and they opened up their luggage, they found their capital returned towards them. قَالُوا يَا أَبَانَا مَا نَبْغِي. Children of Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam told, oh our father, what else do we want? هَذِهِ بِضَاعَتُنَا هُدَّتْ إِلَيْنَا. This is the capital. The jewelry and the cash that you gave us to buy the grain, that itself has been returned to us. وَنَمِيرُ أَهْلَنَا وَنَحْفَظُ أَخَانَا وَنَزْدَادُ كَيْلَ بَعِيرٍ. And we will bring grain for our family, we will look after our brother, and we will get 1 camel load more grains. ذَلِكَ كَيْلِ يَسِيرٍ. And that is very, very easy. قَالَ لَنْ أُرْسِلَهُ مَعَكُمْ حَتَّى تُؤْتُونِي مَوْثِقًا مِنَ اللَّهِ لَتَأْتُنَّنِي بِهِ إِلَّا أَن يُحَافَ بِكُمْ. Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam said, I will not send Binyamin with y'all until you'll give me firm promises in the name of Allah that you'll definitely bring him back. But that if all of y'all are surrounded, including Binyamin, it's a different issue. فَلَمَّا آتَوْهُ مَوْثِقَهُمْ قَالَ اللَّهُ عَلَى مَا نَقُولُ وَكِيلٌ. And when the children of Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam gave promises to Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam to look after Binyamin and to bring him back, Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam told, he made this dua, Allahu ala ma naqul wakil. Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is a wakil, he is a representative, he knows all that we are saying. In this incident and this part of Surah Yusuf, there are 3 lessons that we learn. The first lesson is that the first issue is, why did Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam did not meet with his father long time ago? How many years have passed by? He already was in Misr, in the house of Qitfir. How many years have passed by? And he knows how dearly his father loved him. And he was living in a palace. So everything was at his disposal. Why he didn't get in touch with his father? After that he went into prison. And he was now again by the king of that time. So again everything was at his disposal. At that time he also had an opportunity to somehow get in touch with his father. And now that he became a king, why then he didn't get in touch with his father? Knowing that his father loved him so much. The only reason for that is, although he could have definitely done it, but Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala sent wahi and revelation to Yusuf, oh Yusuf, don't get in touch with your father. This is the hikmah and the wisdom that is best known by Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. The second lesson we learn is how parents should treat their children. If children are disobedient, they have erred. Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam didn't break contact with his children. What they didn't do? They took Yusuf away. They misled Yaqub alayhi salam first. They took Yusuf and threw him in a well. They come back and make false promises. Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam knew that he is speaking lies. With all that they have done, Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam did not break contact with them. He kept on advising them. He kept on making the tarbiyat and making the islah. Until a time came, they have come to the point of realization and they have made tawbah and istighfar. From this we understand that how parents should be making tarbiyat of their children. It doesn't just help that you break up with your children and you have nothing to do with them. You're leaving them in a state of despair and despondency. And when they will break up completely from that first avenue of love, the mother and the father, and the parents abandon the children, then they probably will become even worse. So maintain that contact, and you rather try to change them slowly and gradually, rather than just abandoning them where you will achieve nothing out of it. The third lesson we learn from this is, when in your own luggage you find some goods or some valuable item and there's no claim laid against it, and from the outward situation it appears that the person would not mind you taking it away, then you could make use of it and take it for yourself. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam takes the jewelry, takes the cash and puts it back into the luggage. Yes, it was meant to pay for the grains that they purchased from Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. But it was put back into them, and it was a clear indication that they could make use of it. From this we understand that within one's own luggage, if one finds any goods or any valuable item and there's no external claim from it, then one may make use of it. The first lesson we learn from this, Ka'b Ahbar says, when Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam made this statement, after the brothers or the sons of Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam took a firm promise that they will definitely look after Binyamin, Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam then made dua. The last time when he sent Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, he didn't take a promise from the brothers, and neither did he make a dua. This time, after taking a promise, he took a dua, he made a dua, and he said, Allahu ala ma naqulu wakil. Fallahu khayrun hafidha. He even says that Allah tabarak wa ta'ala is the greatest protector. That's when Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala sent revelation and wahi to Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam that you say that I am the greatest hafiz, I am the greatest protector. Now I'll bring Yusuf back and I'll bring Binyamin back. It is stated that Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, the way He makes hifazat and the way He protects the interest of an individual, when an individual places the trust in Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, we just cannot understand it beyond our comprehension. One woman, she came up to one Khalifa and told the Khalifa in a state of distress, she said, isn't Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala adil? Isn't Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala the most just one? So Khalifa asked her, what's the matter? He says, see, I'm a woman, I'm earning to support my children, I have no other source of income, and I was spinning the yarn. I had a needle and I was spinning the yarn that's normally made for material and so forth. I was spinning it, and whilst I was doing my work, so that I would take this yarn and sell it to the people, earn an income to look after my children. One bird came and took that yarn away. I have no source of income. Now how am I going to support my children? So the Khalifa didn't know what to say. He said, most definitely Allah tabarak wa ta'ala is adal, He is just, and whatever Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala does, it's within the wisdom of Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Suddenly the door knocked, and one person came in, and he handed a bag of 1,000 gold coins to the Khalifa. So Khalifa asked him, what is this golden coin for? He says that last night we were traveling in the sea, and our boat started sinking. There was a hole in the boat, and water was coming in through that boat, through that hole in the boat, and we were all about to sink. We all started making dua to Almighty Allah that, oh Allah, you save us in this predicament. We are in the center of the sea, the boat is about to sink, water is coming in, and what do we do? Just then we saw a bird flying over, and it threw inside the boat yarn with a needle. So we took that yarn and the needle and we stitched up that area where the water was coming inside the boat. So we made dua to Almighty Allah that, oh Allah, you saved us in such a miraculous way. So we will then, every one of us took an oath, we took a nazar that every one of us, there were 10 of us, that we will give 100 gold coins in the path of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, and we will give it to a Khalifa of the time. Allah tabarak wa ta'ala brought us to a shore, and we all of us gathered that 100 coins each. There's 1,000 coins, here we are bringing it to you. The Khalifa then tells the woman, you just ask me now whether Allah tabarak wa ta'ala is adal, whether Allah is just. See for yourself. Your yarn has been taken away from you, and God to save the life of someone, Allah has given you more than what He has taken away from you. So Allah, فَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ حَافِظًا وَهُوَ أَرْحَمُ الرَّاحِمِينَ. We make dua that Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala fill our iman and yaqeen, that whatever happens with the qudrat, with the power of Allah. We are nothing. We are ajiz. We cannot do nothing. We don't control our eyes, we don't control our ears, we don't control our hands, we don't control our legs, we don't know how the blood is running in our body, our system, nothing. We are completely ajiz, and our entire life in the hands of Almighty Allah Ta'ala. Allah is the one that runs our affairs. Allah is the one that runs our affairs of our wives. Allah is the one that runs the affairs of our families. Allah runs each and everything of ours. We are complete bandas of Allah Ta'ala. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.